Okay, so we have some examples here of the work you're going to be doing for today. This mainly works with the quadrilaterals. So let's take a look at this because we want to find the question mark. We want to find the missing angle. Since we have a quadrilateral, we can look back at our notes here that we filled out last time. And we can see that a quadrilateral would have 360 degrees. So my question mark and all of my angles added together. So we have 87, 112, 92. All of those would add up to equal 360 degrees. Okay, then we just combine like terms. Okay, so I'm going to add 87, 112, and 92 together. I get my question mark, which is my variable, plus 291. And I'm using a calculator to get that number. And that equals 360 degrees. And then as my variable, I need to get rid of the 291, so I need to subtract 291 from both sides. And I get my question mark, my missing angle, is 69 degrees. Same thing for example 2, we just have a different quadrilateral. The sum is going to be the same, it's still going to be 360 degrees. So that initial equation is going to be the question mark. And then I'm going to add all my angles together. So 71 plus 68 plus 124. They all add up to equal 360. So add up all my angles, 71, 124, and 68, and that comes out to 263. That equals 360. And then again, to solve for my question mark, I need to subtract 263 from both sides. And my missing angle is 97 degrees. Okay, so our next example. Now we're throwing in some algebra in here with it. Still going to set it up the same. I'm going to add all four angles together. Again, this is a quadrilateral, so they do add up to 360. So I'm going to start with 15 plus 4x. That's my algebraic expression for my angle. And then I'm going to add the other angles, 57, 97, and 131. They still all add up to equal 360 because it's a quadrilateral. So now I'm going to combine like terms. So I'm going to combine the 15, the 57, the 97, and the 131 because they are all numbers, and I get 300. Then I have my variable term for x, and that's equal to 360. Then I solve for x. I need to subtract 300 from both sides. 4x is equal to 60, and then we divide by 4. And x is equal to 15. Now for example 4, we're going to set it up the same way. I'm going to start with my algebraic expression, 3 minus 5x. Then I'm going to add the other angles in, plus 62, plus 110, plus 140, and that all equals, running out of room, 360. Okay, so again, I'm going to combine like terms. I have a 3, a 62, a 110, and a 140. That all adds up to 315. I have my negative 5x term, minus 5x, and that equals 360. I'm going to subtract 315 both sides to isolate the x. Negative 5x is equal to 45. Divide by negative 5. And x is going to equal negative 9. So we are applying our angles in polygons. We have quadrilaterals. This is what your assignment is going to be mostly over, is quadrilaterals. So we are going to add those angles together to calculate the missing angle or missing variable. Okay, number 5, we still have a quadrilateral, which means we have still a sum of 360 degrees. I'm going to add all the angles together, so now I have 92 plus 4x minus 16 plus 128 plus x plus 31. That still gives me a sum of 360. So I'm going to combine like terms. So I have the 92, I have the negative 16, the positive 128, and the positive 31. So when I add those together, I do get 235. Then I have a 4x and an x. So when I combine those, because they are alike, I get 5x. And that equals 360. I'm going to subtract the 235 to isolate the x. And the 5x is going to equal 125. And we divide by 5. So x is going to equal 25. So my missing variable is 25. Okay, same thing with number 6. We're going to add all 4 angles together. It is a quadrilateral, which means the sum is 360. So we have 27 plus x plus 119 plus 63 plus 3x plus 71. And we know that all equals 360 degrees. So just like before, I'm going to combine like terms. So I have a 27, a 119, a 63, and a 71. So when I add all of those together, I get 280. I have an x variable and I have a 3x variable. They combine to give me 4x. That adds up to 360. Then I'm going to subtract 280 from both sides. And 4x is going to equal 80. We're going to divide by 4. And x is going to equal 20. All right, so these are some examples to help you set up and solve the problem to find the missing angle or the missing variable.